Good morning, happy Sunday, and welcome to Modeling Life in Breakfast. I had a couple friends ask about my Egg McMuffin mimic post that I put on Instagram and Facebook, and so I thought I would make them this morning on video. And I thought I'd do it a little bit differently. Somebody else had asked me if it's possible to cook them on your barbecue on an open grill or at a campfire, and I said it certainly should be, and we're going to give that a demonstration today, and we're going to learn ourselves to see if it's possible because we've never done it before. I've got my son operating as camera, sound, and mixer and producer over here. So he'll be switching cameras for us, going over here to our workstation where we've got the ingredients to make our Egg McMuffins this morning. And then over here to our grill where we'll see the actual cooking in process. And did you make it to each one of those cameras? All right, great job. Let's switch back over here to our workstation. So we've got the first thing we need to be able to cook on your grill or any open fire is a good cast iron skillet. Every house should have one of these anyway. You cannot make a great steak at home without one. And there's tons of videos on the internet on how to season them, but basically you're going to use olive oil and some salt and get your pan looking like that. And then each time after you use it, you're going to want to make it look like that immediately. Again, tons of videos on the internet on how to do it. And these are great for cooking on your oven in the house, out here on your grill, and even at a campfire if you guys are out camping. So we're going to start today. You can do this recipe with just about any pork. I personally like to use ground pork. And what I will do, oh, by the way, I did wash my hands thoroughly before I started doing this. Um, I like to use just about a little scoop about that size. Let's see, where do we have a camera here? Right here. A scoop about that size, a little bit smaller than one of Grandma's meatballs. And then just work it into a ball, and then get yourself a little lid or something from the house that has a bit of a lip on the side, and stick your little meatball right in the center, and then flatten it until it kind of fills the lid. And you can pick a lid of any size that you like. This one works great for me. It's about the size of an English muffin, just a little bit bigger. And you can see that I press it in there and then flip it out, and there is your sausage patty. Now, I should have somebody from inside the house bring out some Italian seasoning because that is what I like to season it with. The McDonald's one, that secret flavor that you're looking at, is a bit of sage. It gives it that distinctive McDonald's sausage flavor. So, I've got my cast iron skillet. While I'm waiting for my Italian seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the grill to get it heated up. And I like to cook on high heat when I'm doing stuff like this. It goes real fast. I'll just turn this one off, and I'll put these two on high, and then put the cast iron skillet right in the center. Aha! Look at this. Our PA has brought us Italian herb seasoning. PA known as Deborah, my lovely partner in life. So we're going to take our sausage patty and then just liberally coat it with some Italian seasoning on both sides. And when you see Italian seasoning, it's typically oregano, savory, thyme, basil, rosemary, and there's that McDonald's sage flavor that you're going to see as well, with some marjoram. I have no idea what that is. Maybe we can ask Mom what marjoram is, but it tastes good. So, then we're going to take our patty and we're going to plop it right in the middle of our pan. So that's going to do two things for us. It's going to cook the patty, and it's also going to oil up our pan, and then we're going to cook our egg, and we're going to cook our English muffin in that sausage grease, just the way Granddad and Grandma used to do back in World War II when they had to reuse all of their excess and wouldn't throw anything out, and you ended up with an attic full of trash. I did have a dish towel on me somewhere. Did you see where it went, Parker? It must have fell off me. Hey, anybody see my dish towel? I don't know. I also need an egg too, please. I forgot an egg. The key part of this ingredients is an egg. So while I'm waiting for that, this dish towel here that I'm wiping my hands on, we're going to give a little shout out to Italy. That's where this came from. we took our honeymoon on a little island of Capri off of Naples, and that was a like magical, awesome experience. It was so good that we recommended it to my wife's parents, and they went to visit this tiny little hotel that we stayed in, and brought us back this nice, cute Italian dish towel. We try to pick one of these up in every country that we travel to, so as you can imagine, we have a whole kitchen full of these from all over the globe. But shout out and love to Italy, and we will be back someday. Hopefully, we can all go and see Sorrento and revisit our favorite island of Capri and Pompeii and all that great, beautiful area and beautiful food. So let's take a look at how our sausage is doing. We're currently cooking at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit on the grill. Looking pretty good. What I'm looking for is the sides of the sausage to brown, and then that's when I'll give it a flip. I won't touch it until then. And that's pretty much the secret rule of grilling, by the way. Man's secret 101 here is whenever you're cooking on the grill meat, whether it be burgers or steaks or whatever, you really want to just leave it alone. Don't keep flipping it and flipping it. Put it on, wait for the sides to get to where you like them, and then flip it over and cook the rest of the other side. And then touch it up to our guests like it. But that's that. So we're gonna put this sausage away. As you can see now, I've done 2 days, and I've done about a third of this package. You can also use sausages. You can deconstruct them, cut the casing off, and pull the sausage out of there. You can make them out of chicken. You can make them out of beef. But I personally like the McDonald's pork sausage, so we'll just put that over here for now. Next up, we've got the eggs, which we're going to cook, or egg, I should say, and then an English muffin. I haven't had too much trouble finding English muffins at the local grocery stores. They seem to be out of bread quite a bit, but haven't had too much trouble with the English muffins. These ones are fork split. I like how easy they are to come apart. You can literally just get your fingers in there and pop them open. So while we're cooking the sausage, as we can see here, the sausage is really starting to sizzle now. Just put these on the top to let them brown up a little bit. Get a good shot of the sausage grilling Park. Do I need to move it closer to the camera here so people can see? Again, whenever you're working with a pan like this, you want to make sure you have a nice good oven mitt on. Well, you can see you're starting to get that nice sizzle. You're starting to get some grease in the pan. Get your red pepper flakes from the Italian sausage in there, and the nice little sage and Italian seasoning. So we'll leave that to cook. Oh, it smells awesome. I wish that we had smell-o-vision over here because I'm already getting hungry just smelling it. All right, what can we be doing next? We've got our egg, and we got our sausage. Oh, our cheese. There we go. Again, cheese hasn't been too hard to find these days. Got this one from Gelson's. $5 for a half a pound. It's not completely unreasonable. Let's see here. Crappy piece there. We'll take this layer. We're going to use about half of this. American Singles, for any of you single men out there, my favorite type of cheese. I like my cheese like totally ghetto, thin sliced, you know. When I was a kid, we were so poor that we had to like stretch all of our food out super far. Let me see, where's the camera? I'll go to this one up here. So I get it super thin, you know. Then you can put a couple more slices on if you want thicker cheese, but it gives you the ability to stretch it out. So there's our cheese. We'll zip that back up and we'll save it. This is an American yellow. We were testing some different ones yesterday. We did a cheddar that was real nice, and an English cheddar that was really good. I think I'm going to do the next time I make these with that instead. Let's take a look. We're still holding steady at 400 degrees on our grill here. Nice. Really, you have two ways of controlling your temperature on your grill. You've got your knobs, which aren't really all that accurate, and then leaving the top open and closed is really what's going to control the heat in your grill. But I like to cook at around 300 to 400 when I'm cooking on it, unless I'm cooking steaks or something. Oh, perfect. Oh, we got a helicopter over here doing some, looks like search and rescue of people in the canyon, dipping down real low. Always a guarantee that every time when you're filming something, a helicopter, a gardener, or a trash truck is going to show up. and ruin anything chance of you getting sound. But we'll keep going over here and just push through. You can see that we're about perfectly halfway done now with our sausage. I'm not sure how much you can see on camera. How's that look, Park? So what you're looking for is the bottom edges to be like just starting to brown and a bit crispy depending on how you like it. Give it a nice good flip. Oh, perfect. Look at that sizzle. Eat your heart out. What's her name? Rachel Ray. I know I'm going to be eating my heart out after it falls out from this sausage McPatty. Oh, here you go. So here's another close-up for you, Park. We got it on here. You can see that our English muffins on the top grill are literally perfect. They are crispy on the outside and nice and tender on the inside. Exactly how I like my English muffins. So we're going to continue to let this cook. We're going to give it a little bit more seasoning on this side. Now, once this cooks a little bit more, about halfway done on the second side, is when I like to put the cheese on and then just let it sizzle the rest of the way through. You know, it probably would have been smart of me to run a timer to see how long it actually takes to cook this stuff for you, but I'm no cooking show host. Normally, I'm building models at this time of the weekend for you on Modeling Life in Cars, which if you haven't seen it, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, check us out on Patreon, and wherever else you can find Modeling Life in Cars on Google. But our sausage egg McMuffin should be just about done here. Let's take a look. Oh, that's looking real nice. Perfect. Perfect. Just the way I like it. So now I'm going to take the cheese, like I said earlier, and just drape it right over the top of the sausage patty. You know, and I totally forgot. Normally in the house, I would have a cover that I put over it or some tin foil to help with the cheese melting. But we don't have that, so we're just going to give it a few seconds and let it warm up and melt a bit. Not quite sure how the cheese is, so I'm going to peek in and look, and if it's mostly melted, that's good enough for what we're looking for. Oh yeah, perfect. So you can see as my cheese is almost completely melted over the top of the patty. I'm going to go ahead and scoop that out and bring it over here and reuse our paper from the cheese, so we're making sure that we're reducing, reusing, and recycling everything that we can. And then next I'm going to grab this egg, crack it right into the pan over here. Ready to go? I'm sure there's a million and one egg cracking techniques. This is the one I've been using my whole life. Slowly drop it right into the center of the pan. And this is your brain on drugs. Put my eggshell over here out of the way. Look for my towel. I personally like my yolks to be cracked, so we'll just give that a little bit of smack. And now that the egg is starting to bubble just like a pancake, I know I can flip my edges in a little bit. And it's cooking in the grease of the sausage, so it's perfect. Not sticking to the bottom. We'll give it a couple seconds on high with the lid closed, and then we'll take another look and we'll give it a flip. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Just the way I like it. So I'm going to try to get my egg and a nice flip. There we go. Keep it all about the size of the English muffin is what I'm going for. It was my goal. And I like it a little bit of extra cheese left over that I didn't put on from the other one. I put on the top of the egg. Our English muffins are absolutely, literally perfect right now. So we'll take those off while the egg's finishing up. We'll come over here to our sausage workstation. And we've got our little plate. And here's our muffin. I'm going to take our sausage with our egg, our sausage with our cheese melted, put that on there. Move this out of the way. A little dab of seasoning salt in there. And we'll go back, grab our egg, which is now literally perfect. And come back to our workstation. Put our egg right up on top. And then cover up our beautiful replicated English McMuffin all the way from Ireland, because we're not replicating something from the United States here. This is McMuffin's farm. Beautiful, isn't it? And there you have it. We've successfully replicated our English muffin with egg, cheese, and pork sausage. So let's give it a test and see how it tastes. Oh my god, that is incredible! So much better when you cook at home with real ingredients on your own grill. Sorry for talking with my mouth full, but it's so good. I had to just get that out there. I hope you all are staying safe, coming up with fun things to do with your kids at home, like making videos here, and doing your best to keep yourselves occupied. Hope you all well, and be sure to waste some time watching Modeling Life in Cars. And maybe we'll do some more episodes like this in the future with recipes if people actually watch this junk. All right, happy modeling, and have a good day.